Michelle. This is Richard, and we are live. But it's not Saturday night.
Nope.
Have absolutely no idea what we're going to do in this. I'm going to finish my social media update here real quick, though, for y'all. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at Way2Sun on Instagram, and I always post when we're about to go live. I always post, excuse me.
2 people already.
What we're doing. So hopefully somebody will come join us. Ooh, yeah. Just checking. We need light up there is the problem. We need light in front of us. That's the problem. Somebody was here and they left. We had a first in our house last night. I'm going to talk about this for a minute now, and if I need to talk about it again when people join us, I can. Our son left with a friend and never came home. Mommy's not too sure how happy she is about this.
He's an adult.
But he is an adult, and I am trying to, he's an adult. I have to let him be an adult. It's so hard. I'm also on Facebook at Way2Sun Bentley. Please join me on Facebook. I try to get on my Facebook about once a day. It doesn't always happen, but I always respond to any comment that is given to me on Facebook. Woo! And then turn it so it's like up and not pointing straight on us there. That helps. I'm not sure. Maybe taking that white sign down. I'm not sure why there's such a spot behind it today. That's so weird. I don't know. It is what it is. And then one more thing, baby doll. Can you go turn that fan so it's blowing in this way? Because this room gets so stuffy at this point in the day. And now it says we have nobody watching us. So apparently I'm too boring and y'all don't want to come see me. I hope somebody comes sees me. Come see us. Come say hey. Come chat with us today. Come see us and say hey. I couldn't figure out what else to rhyme with it. It would make my heart ache go away. Okay, well, I'm not going to put that on y'all because that's not your responsibility, but would make me happy. What are we going to talk about today, dear?
I don't know. Is that you?
I don't know. Yeah. What are we going to talk about today? See, this is what happens when you don't have a game plan, and I haven't been able to come up with game plans. And I think next week I'm going to have y'all sit with me in the bedroom in there while I do some of my artsy-fartsy stuff.
It's good.
Yeah?
Sure.
I didn't think of that far enough in advance, or I could have prepped and done it for today, but anyway.
I'm gonna take this computer to the dojo tomorrow. Weekend. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I'm not gonna do all 3 days. I'll do Sunday.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do all 3 days. Mom and I have plans tomorrow, actually, which I haven't told you yet.
No.
Mommy's picking me up tomorrow at like noon, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'll be with her like 99% of the rest of the day.
Okay.
And then Saturday, you're going to take me up to her house. And again, I'll be there 99% of the day.
Okay.
And then Sunday, we're both like, break time. But
okay.
She is excited about those bottle caps that I showed her, those crafts. Okay. So that'll be fun. And Carol, I know you're not on here right now, as nobody's on here right now. No, just kidding. But the bottle caps that you sent me with all of that earring stuff is going to be put to use. So thank you very much for those. I'm actually gonna call them Carol's charms when I make them, or something along those lines. I haven't quite figured it out. So they'll be used, and I'll post pics of them, Carol, and I'll tag you in them when I.
All right, you
I
got
see two more
two
people.
more people. Say hey, let us know who you are.
If you want to.
If you want to.
You guys weren't on when I just said next week when we do this, I'm gonna have it set up in my craft area in our bedroom, and you guys are gonna craft with me. So let me know what you think about that. If you've seen some of the stuff on Instagram that I've posted, let me know. Ooh, I think this is that chair with that broken screw piece. Let me know what of those you like. Hi, Catherine. Ireland. Oh, okay. Cool. How long have you lived in Ireland? That's amazing. That is actually one of the very few places I'd be willing to fly overseas and leave the country for, and that's no lie. There's 3 places. I think it's just 3. Yeah, 3 places that I'd be willing to leave the United States for. And it's just because I'm a paranoid and anxious ninny and has nothing to do with anything other than that. Ireland being one. I want to go to England and see the motherland, so to speak. But I have family in England that I'd like to go visit their home and their life over there. And Australia. Oh, there's 4, because I want to go to Greece too. There's the only 4 that I'd be willing to travel out of the United States for.
I would be willing to go anywhere, including the moon and Mars. So if anybody out there knows if they're picking people to go to Mars, I will volunteer and go. I don't even care if we make it. I just want to be in space. So
you weirdo.
Yeah.
Weirdo. See, I actually do use the Dollar Tree stuff that we buy. Don't I, babe?
Yep. Ireland is pretty cool.
What part of Ireland are you from? Oh, gosh. Ugh. Whew. These chairs are killer. We were talking.
You want me to go get one of the?
No, because that's even worse.
Oh.
It's uncomfortable in a different way. We were talking. This is Thursday, right? Tuesday after his live that I want to get some like office-y comfy chairs to do these lives in. These chairs, our kitchen chairs, are not comfortable.
She also loves Orlando, so.
Yeah, Orlando is pretty amazing. I have a friend who was with us Tuesday evening on Richard's chat. She lives. When will you move? Okay. Always raining. Yeah. See, that's.
I watch a guy from Scotland, and it's constantly raining there too. But I was in the army, and one of our sayings is if it ain't raining, you ain't training. So.
But she lives on the ocean side. Is it Pacific? On that side? Oh, thank God I'm not the only one who draws a blank on that. Anyway, they live on the east coast of Florida, and they're moving back to Orlando. Is that the Atlantic? I can never remember which one is which.
The Pacific is out west.
I never came out with a way to, like, I remember the difference between dessert and desert because the dessert is fancy, so it has 2 S's. A desert is plain, so it has 1 S. That's how I remembered how to spell desert and dessert. I mean, I have to have silly stuff like that to remember stuff, or I can't.
If I can't remember it, I let spell check do it for me.
I'm not on spell check though. When will we move? Okay, so we had an up a few days ago. I put in my application with a friend of mine down in Naples, and the job that he was asking to be filled was not totally up my alley, but I felt like I had enough property management training that I could pick up on the job pretty easily because I touched on, it was a bookkeeping, and I had touched on bookkeeping for property management in the past. He actually needs like an accountant type person to fulfill this job. So clearly not, I'm not going to step into that because I've not had, I mean, that's actually an educational line that I never got into. Math, not really my super big forte. So anyway, we were thinking with that application in that we were going to be moving within the next 6 weeks, and we were like stoked. And I think our son was pretty happy too, because when he found out last night that wasn't the case, his response was, "Oh." I'm like, Love you too, brat.
He's probably already got people to moving in.
Yeah, I think he's got a person to move in.
Yeah,
I seriously do.
I told you. I think he's. Coming.
I don't want to work at Disney. I'm kind of afraid. I'm afraid of a couple of things. Number one, I want Disney to be my getaway vacation place, and jobs tend to stress me out. No matter what the job is, it stresses me out. So I don't want to work at Disney. I used to want that. Getting older, I realize now I don't want that.
It'll probably ruin the magic for her.
Yeah, it'll ruin my Disney. You know, I tend to put a few blinders on, and I know I have blinders on about Disney. People seem to mistake my love for ignorance. It's not ignorance, it's blinders, and there's a difference. I know some things about Disney that aren't the greatest. I've got friends who have worked at Disney. They worked at Disney for years. I know inside information. I know it's not glamorous. No job is glamorous, though, and that's what people tend to forget. They seem to think because the name Disney is on the front of it, it's a magical job. No, it's still a job. Disney is a business. It's a corporation. When you look at it in that box, you know, it's understandable. I don't want to lose the magic because I know the corporation. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that job fell through. I keep looking in the Tampa area, but every like housing issue, every housing place that I find, you either have to be 55 or older for it to be something we could afford, which we're not.
Well, but we're close.
Yeah, but that still puts us 2 years out.
Yeah.
Or it's like $1,000 a month in rent. And I'm not paying $1,000 a month in rent.
We can't. We can't.
Oh, right now we couldn't. I mean, it would require me getting a job that pays $16, $17 an hour, and that would be a full-time job at that. And to be honest, I'm not kind of wanting a full-time job. So anyway, that's where the Disney move and the job situation is. No, I'm worried about my parents. My dad's health is not the greatest. Which I don't want to make it sound like he's on a deathbed. He's not. He's a 76-year-old man with post-polio syndrome, and his body is slowly but surely stopping working. Like he's got. It
is. And stop calling it Shirley.
My and hubby will attest to this. My one big fear is that we get down there and right away something happens and we have to try to figure out how we're getting back up here really quickly to deal with my dad or my mom. Those are my two, right?
Yes.
Are you just saying that because I looked at you and said right?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't. The button sound when you said yes.
I don't have any qualms about moving. I don't really. My family will be with me, so as far as that goes, you know, my dad and I get along with my dad, and I have regular communication with my dad. But I mean, if I don't show up to his house and visit him, he doesn't really care. He's glad to see me.
Now, I will say that when he's found out you've been sick or whatnot, he calls and checks up on you.
It's just his personality.
Yeah.
He's glad to see me when I'm there, but he's not going to worry about it if I never showed up again. That's just how he is.
Yeah.
So
he's okay with a phone call as a way to contact and say, I kept in touch with my kids. He doesn't have to have you there every day saying,
no,
hi, Dad.
No.
You know, whereas my mom and I talk about every day now.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons, so Mom and I are doing a bunch of craft bazaars this fall and into early winter. But one of the reasons that I agreed or wanted to do them was because I know once we move, finding, you know, other than phone calls, I'm not going to see my mama a whole lot. So I wanted this time with her. And it was important for me to be able to spend, you know, some extra time with her. So that was one of the reasons.
And I haven't had communication with my mom in more years than I can count.
Well, long enough that when her grandson, our son, was standing right in front of her,
she didn't recognize him
for a solid minute.
So my kids
And that was not our choice either. Like that.
So, hey, CRP.
Hey.
My kids, I have 5 kids. 3 of them live here in town. 2 of them live in South Carolina. So they'll be fine without me being right over their heads. My grandkids, to be totally honest, I think that I'll probably.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, but I that's the way life is, and I'll accept it.
It's gonna be hard leaving them.
So
I know Seth Meister's gonna be
Yes,
broken. Bless his heart. He's not gonna get
and
it.
I'm really, I think as far as Indiana is concerned, I'll miss the woods because I love eastern woodlands.
Not for every birthday. Probably not for the first group of holidays. So let's say the job had happened and we ended up moving in October. Exactly, Catherine. That's what we're saying too. Come on down for
Yeah, they can come if they want.
Send the kids down for a few days.
Yeah, they can come if they want.
But let's say we had moved down in October, like we thought we were getting ready to. We would not have come back for this coming set of holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot. But we would have come back for a spring visit, and then the following holidays, one of them we would have come back. Not both of them, but one of them.
I don't celebrate holidays anyway.
Yeah, it's no big deal to him. It would be me.
To me, a holiday is just another day. I don't need to make a day special through some kind of event like that for it to be cool for me. I don't know. I don't care for holidays.
We'd either mail the gifts or mail the money.
Yeah, I think
here's a gift card.
Yeah, I think it would get to some sort of monetary thing if we had to do it through the mail, because it wouldn't really work so well gift wise. And again, I don't really do holidays, so if they were dependent on me to get gifts, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, he doesn't do that anyway.
I don't care about Christmas. None of the holidays really are important to me. So, as a matter of fact, if she wasn't around, I wouldn't do any holidays.
Columbus Day. Don't get him started on Columbus Day.
So,
oh,
good Lord.
Don't get him started on Columbus Day.
Columbus was a horrible, nasty human being. My Lord. You might as well say, let's have a Hitler Day. If you have a Columbus Day, you might as well have a Hitler Day. You might as well have a Stalin Day. You might as well have a Taliban Day. You might as well just pick one.
Let's put old Bin Laden up on that.
Yeah, you might as well have a Bin Laden Day. Holy cow. Columbus was a horrible human being. He enslaved an entire race of people and purposely or non-purposely killed off an entire race of people. Yeah. It was horrible. Yeah. And he didn't find shit. Sorry. He didn't discover anything. He got lost. He was trying to find a trade route completely outside of where. No.
Thank you, Catherine, for joining us. Oh God.
Yeah, I don't get it. He was trying to find a trade route to India. He lands off the coast of North America, and they say he discovered America. He didn't discover America. There were people here thousands and thousands of years before he showed up. He didn't discover crap. Thank you for censoring. Yes. Can't. Oh, good Lord. That drives me nuts. I can go off about pretty much any holiday. Something about any holiday. Name a holiday. I'll have a gripe about it. Okay, there you go, CRP. Put a holiday up there. Let's get Richard to spin on another holiday. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know. You want to talk about Thanksgiving? The Indians should have let us die. I'm telling you that right now. They should have never taken care of us because we ended up being their worst nightmare. If they would have booted us out of their land in the first place, which they should have done, it would have taken a lot longer for us to get over here and take over, and we may not have done it as quite as well because they could have beat us up for a long time. They should have just let us die. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think Thanksgiving really has its roots in that situation anyway. Too funny.
What about Easter, dear?
Oh no. Don't get me started on the traditional Christian holidays because they stole every one of those from the pagans. They took them.
They what?
They took them.
No, what's that first
They
word?
stole them.
They stole them.
Yes, they
I've
did.
never heard of stole.
They stole them.
Stole and stolen and taken.
That's right.
And stealing.
They
never heard of stole.
That's right. What's for dinner?
Oh, probably leftovers.
No idea.
Because we've got so many leftovers in that refrigerator. We've got chili in there. We've got chicken salad in there.
We may have chicken salad chili. Come on over.
Chicken salad sandwiches and chili.
Yeah, come on over.
Careful now. We ain't got that much chili.
It might happen.
I keep forgetting that we're not.
Oh, hold on. I got another one for you. CRP. Nice.
Oh.
Do you
know?
No. Do you know what nice really means? I mean, for real. If you look it up, the root word of nice came from what original use of it meant stupid. If you say something is nice, what you're saying is it's stupid. It's true. If you look it up, you'll find out.
She's like, nope.
Nice means stupid. Nope. So I only use nice when I really, really mean it.
We said it the other day to a guy standing out with a sign. Nice. Oh, don't get us started on.
He meant it.
Don't get us started on people standing on corners either.
Oh yeah, they make more money than I do.
I don't know about around here if they do, but there was one guy around here, and I haven't seen him for a long time. He's in a wheelchair, and he is legit an amputee. He is missing both of his legs from right about the knee or right above the knee and down.
Yeah, well.
He was busted on camera, and it was posted on social media, getting out of his vehicle and wheeling himself into Chrysler.
He works at Chrysler. Which is like a high-end, like $30 an hour job.
No.
He was making a lot of money.
Depending on when he hired in,
he was making a lot of money.
He was making between $15 and $25 an hour.
He was making more than that.
He was making enough money to not need to be standing on a corner begging for money and
so
food.
Anyway, what would happen was, and I know a few people that knew him, he would go into Chrysler. Chrysler was afraid to fire him because he was such a dick. He would have sued him. He was such a jerk that he would have sued them and claimed it was because he was in a wheelchair. So they didn't have any work for him. So what they would do is he would come in every day, go to the break room and sit for 8 hours and then go home. And they paid him, and he was making like $30-some an hour. And he was sitting on a freaking street corner begging for money. I saw it, and I went out there, and I had some choice words for him. And I did. Oh, I was livid.
Not a good situation.
So anyway.
But anyway. Well, that was fun. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Uh-oh. Okay.
Have fun.
Bye. Melissa, what are you up to?
It depends on how tall she is and her elevation where she's at.
You're a smarty pants today. Aw. So next Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I gotta move my foot.
Yes, you'll be interested in hearing this.
Next Tuesday for my live, I am going to be oh, sweet. Perfect timing.
Woo-hoo! Let me wake him up. I'm gonna wake him up. I'm gonna start yelling.
I used to get so mad at him. When you
Kids-
wake him up, and only if you want me to hit you.
Kids would be asleep, and I haven't seen them all day. And, you know, I was
Like, I
either,
don't care.
I'd want to run in there and wake them up, and she'd threaten me with death.
Oh, dude. No, you don't mess with nap time, right, Melissa? So anyway, next Tuesday.
Nap time is precious.
Yeah, now you understand that now, don't you?
Oh yes, I do now.
Okay, next Tuesday, I'm gonna set you all up in my craft room, in my craft space. Oh no. Oh yeah, 7-year-old be getting some serious looks from me. Like, anyway. And you guys are I'm gonna do crafts while y'all are with me. I'm not sure how much you'll actually be able to see of what I'm doing, but I'll hold it up periodically and like do what I can. But I thought that would be fun. What do you think? Hey, it says we have 6 people on here. Can everybody say hi for me, please? If you want to, hi. I heard somebody else doing that on their channel. I'm like, thieves. Thanks. Okay. Spread the word, okay? So put it like in all my comments and my videos.
You write word,
Word.
and then spread it out.
Like W space 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 space. O space 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 space.
There you go.
You're so literal.
That's
You're so literal.
Do you remember those little things? I don't know if you used to. I used to do it in school and everything. You know, you'd have like
where you'd have the line and you have the word under, and you have to say underneath or under the line.
Yeah. You could do that. W-O.
I do it all the time in my comments.
And then it's spreading the word.
You've never seen me do crazy stuff like that? Cool beans. So I had a day in the life recorded.
Okay, we're still doing that. Okay. Yes, she had a very wonderful, fantastic, well thought out.
I put work into that day in the life.
Extreme amount of work and effort into this video, and her moronic husband accidentally deleted it before he could edit it and make it into a video.
Wah, wah. Okay, now I've publicly humiliated you on it. I think I'll let it drop. Thank you.
Finally?
Finally.
Awesome.
I think I've been good. I've only posted you twice. Yesterday when I made the comment about it, and then today.
Oops is not quite right. Yeah.
That didn't quite cover it. He has to give me credit, though. Did I yell at you?
No.
Did I get snippy or lippy or anything?
No.
Oh, thanks. That was a fun one to do.
It was fun.
And
I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. It was fun.
So funny. Yeah, Jalinda and Michael were all about it. They were like, yeah. He was like, okay, whatever. And then.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So. Oh, hi, Michelle, Melissa. Boy, the M's are here. We are rocking this. That's right. You don't have an M.
I don't.
Somebody failed you.
Somebody. I'll agree there. Somebody from my childhood.
There's not even an M in your name anywhere.
No.
Like we're both spelling your name in my name.
It's all about the M's.
Right, because we're the bestest ever. Oy vey. So, Melissa, how old is your toddler? I remember nap times. They were like precious gold. Especially when I had all 4 of them home. Boy, no. The babies would go down for naps.
Sty.
Hey, Sty. Rocket. Yeah, 2.5 definitely need that nap time. I was always amazed at how, like, it was like a switch on a wall. You would see them go from the cutest, cuddliest, little toddler to demon child because the nap needed to be happening.
So, Sty, I believe it was you and Andy and Michelle and I last night talking about Super Chat.
That was Tuesday night, not last
night. Was it Tuesday night?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't keep track of days.
Sty.
Whenever it was. So last night I ended up setting that up. So, okay. So I set that up.
I can't do Super Chat. I don't have 1,000 subscribers or not monetized.
So hopefully that'll be working now. I don't understand how the payment thing works or anything. I mean, does it just go onto your AdSense or something? I don't know.
What is super chat?
Super chat is once you hit 1,000 subscribers, there's a couple of requirements, and I know one of them is at like 1,000 subscribers
And be monetized.
and be monetized. You can enable super chat, which puts down like a little
Puts a little dollar sign
down on the comments, and if you want your comment highlighted, you can donate money to our channel, and then your comment gets highlighted, and it's just a way for people to stand out during chats and stuff, and it helps those
The
of us.
channel.
It
Ow.
helps those of us who do channels as well.
Violet,
So,
shush.
it's basically a way for people to donate money to our channels so that we can do things for our channels.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It would help if I posted more videos. My slow video upload is not helping me, and I know that. And I'm working on it. And I would say, it would help if somebody wouldn't delete my videos.
What?
But,
Huh?
I said I need to put up more videos.
Oh, and then you said it would help if hubby didn't delete my videos.
I didn't say that.
I think that's what you said.
I didn't say that. Goes on AdSense. Oh, okay.
Oh, so it just
just goes straight to AdSense.
Okay, so then that's the thing that
automatically deposits on the
okay. So that may help. Okay, so anyway, I've got mine on my channel, so I'm enthusiastically curious to see how that's going to work.
See how that goes.
Because we would really, truly, seriously love to.
We keep talking, and an RV just keeps sounding more and more better. What's weird is I had 871 like 2 days ago, and then that drive-through video went up, and I lost 2 viewers. I'm like, what in the?
Melissa's looking at all your Dollar Tree stuff back here.
Oh yeah, do you like my shelf? I made that tiered shelf out of Dollar Tree stuff. It's my first one, and it's really crooked, and it keeps getting turned wrong. But
Now this is a craft she made out of Dollar Tree items.
This is
mostly.
This is a rolling pin. This is a pie plan. This is one of those chargers. This is actually a shower curtain. What's
plastic
that called?
Shower curtain.
Yeah, the plastic shower curtain
ring.
Ring. Thank you. And then the tall house over here that I can't reach around for. That's one of those houses from the Dollar Tree that I just like repainted. And then trying to think. No, none of those are Dollar Tree. Most of the rest of it is Hobby Lobby stuff that I got on really cheap sale. And the big pumpkin, this big pumpkin right here, was actually gifted to me by my mom, and it had a whole bunch of pumpkins and greenery and ugly stuff on it, and I took it all off. So I just wanted the wicker pumpkin. Well, I'm going to, because I'm doing another one. Jolinda wants one, and we're going to do a video about it. It's not an easy process. It actually took me like 3 weeks to do it, because I would have to paint and then let the paint dry, and then by the time I could get back to it, because the other stuff would keep getting in the way. Oh, okay. I will. You can't type. It's not you. It's the keyboard's fault. It's always the keyboard. It's
That's
never the
right.
typist.
Spoon made me fat.
Oh, jeez. What is there something?
The pencil made me misspell a word.
The pencil. Yeah. We should ban pencils. They don't spell correctly.
That's right. Ban pencils. They make you misspell words. Let's get rid of spoons. They make you fat.
If we all ate with slotted spoons, how much skinnier would we be?
Get one of those spoons.
That's an awesome one.
Get rid of or use one of those spoons that now I forget her name from Nightmare Before Christmas. The woman Sally, the one that Sally, when she was tasting the soup.
Sty, he used the word nice.
Very nice. Oh yeah. We just were discussing the origins and original use of the word nice. And the original.
Wait. Do you know what the original meaning of that word was?
Yeah, that's right. We need more spoon control. You know what? Spoon control is not about the spoons. It's about the control. Dude, I love it. I love it.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're making me laugh too much. My stomach hurts.
So, Sty.
Okay, he says educate him.
Okay. Originally, when the word first began to be used, and I think it began in Old English, not the English we use now, but it originally meant stupid. If you were wanting to tell somebody they were stupid, you would say they were nice. It was.
We have our moments, Melissa. Stupid. We have our moments.
So, to be totally honest, I was really curious one day because I was listening to the most awesome and almost greatest president we ever have.
Way to go, Idaho. Now you give everybody headaches because they're going
do a speech like once, and he was saying nice to somebody when you knew what he was really saying was they were morons. So it made me curious, and I started doing some research, and I looked up the original meaning of the word and where it came from, and it means stupid.
Giving her motion sickness. So, Sty, my uncle and I, you know, when you're with a bad driver, stop it. When you're with a bad driver, I can't laugh because you make me laugh. I can't talk because you make me laugh. He used to say it wasn't the bad driving, it was the loose nut behind the wheel. I think I was about 24 years old when I figured out what that actually meant. So here's one. My dad used to say, somebody pee on the runway, a seaplane is landing. I always used to picture plane in the letter C. I was trying to figure out why there's a plane shaped like the letter C and why you need to land on the runway. How old was I when I figured that out? Did I tell you?
I don't remember.
I was
you were pretty old.
I was in my late 20s.
You were pretty old.
And then the other one that I never got was if somebody says I smell something, my dad would say it's your upper lip. I never got that one for the longest time.
Shh. Shh.
You smell that?
You smell that?
I'll do that all the time.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters or Bentley Buster. I don't know. One of the two.
Don't want to call the Bentley Busters.
Hey, you've kicked a few out. I've kicked a few out. It's been good.
Oh, I'm having too much fun. I don't know why.
I think it's because we both woke up from naps.
So
here's our day, guys. Michelle wakes up at 7 a.m. I finally got some sleep. I wake up at 7 a.m. The upper lip thing. Isn't that hilarious? I couldn't go back to sleep because I'd actually had like 4.5 hours sleep, which for me is a record here lately. So I kind of just I went over to the craft table. I was going to putter around, but I didn't want to turn on the light. And so I couldn't do a whole lot. I ended up watching YouTube. I fall back asleep for about an hour. I get up, go. Why did I get up? The dog barked. That's why I finally got up.
Yes, you're right, Sty. When you say it's not nice, you're being complimentary.
There you go. Took a bath, which I know, TMI. But by the time I got out of my wonderful bath, which really helped my knee, by the way, it's not hurting quite as bad as it was earlier, laid back down and fell back asleep. And then my mom called at 1:30. 1:30, I'm live at 2. I didn't have makeup on. I didn't have full clothes on. I was like, thanks, Mom.
So the only other person we have living here is our son, who's an adult.
He's almost 20.
Didn't come home last night. For the first time, I think, is the first time he just stayed out all night long. And didn't bother me a bit. He's an adult.
I'm trying to not let it bother me.
I completely try to have understanding that he's an adult and I'm not interfering with his life. Somebody in the house.
Okay, let me explain myself.
Still thinks he's 2.
No, that's just harsh and mean.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Let me tell you a story. When I was growing up, until I graduated, it is hard. Up until I graduated high school, I always had to report where I was. If I said I was going to, Kroger's, and we left Kroger's and was headed to, we didn't have Walmart back then, but Hills department store, I had to make a phone call. That's why I always had quarters, because back then we had pay phones. Yes, I'm that old. I always had to make a call. All right, we're
you
not.
You are right, Melissa. You are right.
We're headed out of there. We're gonna go to Hills, and then we're going to so and so's house. If that changes, I'll let you know. I always had to inform my parents of where I was. We didn't even really require that of the boys.
No.
Now, generally, we knew where they were.
Yes.
But it wasn't like call me or else. I had consequences if I didn't call. But once I graduated, it was courtesy for me to let them know I'm going to be gone X amount of hours. I didn't have to say I'm going to be at so-and-so's house or whatever, but I did always say I'll be gone. I should be home around, 1 a.m. or whatever. That was even when he and I lived there after we were together and had the boys. I always said, hey, we're going to be gone for X amount of time for a couple of reasons. Number one, I didn't want my parents worrying. But number two, not that I think they would. I think it would take a lot for my daddy to pull a trigger, but I didn't want to get shot walking back into our house.
I completely agree that I think that
so when he didn't even send me a heads up, hey, I'm not coming home. I didn't need to know where he was. I wasn't upset over that. And I'm trying not to be upset, period.
Styza, here's the thing. That means it's serious.
But, oops, sorry.
Motion sickness.
Just a quick text, I'm not coming home. I would have been fine with that. I'm having anxiety and issues anyway, which isn't his problem, not his fault. He shouldn't have to compensate for that. But I just feel like it's inconsiderate.
No, I agree.
To not at least drop a text.
I completely.
Not coming home. It's 3 words. 3 freaking words.
I completely agree that I think.
And you're making it sound like I'm
no
flipping out mad.
No,
I wasn't mad.
I didn't make it sound like that, did I?
I did run it. I did, and there you did. I did run it past you. I use Richard as like my gauge for where I'm being helicopter mom or I'm being helicopter person or stupid person or whatever.
I agree that it would have been courteous of him to do, but he didn't do it. And
yeah, I mean,
actually, as a matter of fact, he just walked in. He walked in the house just before we started this.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He didn't walk in until almost 2:00 today. And I don't know what time he left yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just a different view of things.
Yeah.
And this is where he and I, we bounce
There's
things
no
off
sides.
of each other.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always on her side no matter what. Even if I disagree with her.
Yeah. It's parenting is Melissa and Sty, everybody on here, I'm sure you know. Parenting is not an exact science, and everybody's house is a different parenting, style and routine and what's expected.
The thing is we were not crazy, stupid. Let the kids do what they want. They'll
No, our kids
we weren't
had
like
boundaries.
that.
They had rules.
They had boundaries.
But they weren't. I don't think they were overly strict.
But no. But
Hi,
we were very, very, it was very important to us that we instilled confidence and self-reliance on the kids. And I just personally see that the way he is now as a positive.
That's how we raised him.
Because that's how we raised him. We raised him.
But I don't think that excludes the
courtesy.
The courtesy.
I agree. I
don't think we raised him to not be courteous.
Well, he's 19,
he's
almost
19.
20.
Oh, yeah. So
that's that.
And it won't be a situation where I'm like, you were awful. You should have. No. But it might be a conversation where, hey, dude, can you just next time
give us heads up? Yeah.
Not coming home.
So
I don't want to worry that you're dead in a ditch somewhere. So, and it might not. I mean, I don't know.
That's right.
He might hear me talking right now and be like, oh, Mom, I probably should have tested.
Side note, exactly. It sure isn't. Hi.
Sharon. That's a new one. Sharon says hi. Right.
Yeah. Yes. It was very nice of him, wasn't it?
The things we do as parents.
Excellent. So,
they say it's supposed to get easier, and a lot of it does as you're parenting.
Yeah, but not always.
Some of it doesn't, and you still have questions. I mean, with our 21-year-old, I'm still like, okay, did I say or do something? I don't know why he's acting that way. What did we do wrong there?
Yeah.
And it's not like it happens a lot.
So-
Sharon said, yeah, it never really gets easier, I guess.
I think we upset Michael and Jalinda.
Oh,
few days
okay.
ago.
So yeah, since we've called out one kid, let's call out the other one.
So a few days ago, we get a phone call from Michael and Jalinda, and they want to get a puppy, and they can't have it at their apartment right now because there's a couple things that have to be done
There's
before
some
they can do
paperwork
it.
they have to follow up on
So
first.
anyway, they called us wanting us to keep the puppy for a few days.
And it's not a little puppy.
No, it's a puppy.
It's a German Shepherd puppy.
And
German Shepherd puppies are not little puppies.
and we discussed it and came up with the answer no.
No, we couldn't do it. Many reasons.
Many reasons, but
one is taking care of a puppy is
taking care of puppies like taking care of a baby, and I'm not wanting that.
It's worse.
I'm not going to clean up after it.
You put a 2-month-old baby down, it stays where you put it.
Yeah.
You put a 2-month-old puppy down, it goes off and finds the cords and starts chewing on everything.
Not only would it be difficult to deal with, but I don't think
And our
Violet.
schedule is crazy.
I don't think Violet would
Oh my
like
God.
having another puppy around, and it was just going to be too much. So we said no.
See, that's awesome.
They haven't really
Stein.
talked with us since then.
Yeah, our dog would have a coronary.
So
Our cats would have a coronary. There's
Something-
something on there.
okay.
Yeah.
anyway, so I think we made them a little mad because we wouldn't keep an eye on their little puppy. Anyway,
I mean, we had good reasoning. It wasn't just, and don't rush something like that. Take the time to get the proper paperwork done, because what if they had done that paperwork and the apartment place is still
that's
said no?
what I said. What if they would have
They
said
weren't
no?
even
What are you
guaranteed
going
they
to
were allowed to keep that dog. Then what were they going to do?
what were you going to do if they
We're
said
not
you
keeping
couldn't, you couldn't have the puppy and you already got it? Now what are you going to do? And that was one of my questions. I said, so let's just assume that you don't get the paperwork in, or the answer is no. What are you going to do with the puppy then? Because I ain't keeping it.
Thank you. We actually questioned it afterwards. Were we mean?
I did.
Oh, you and I both did. I was
Yeah.
having thoughts, but I was just
I was
like,
really concerned whether or not I was being kind of a nice person.
see, his 40-year-old son still says, "Hey, I'm not gonna be home." 26. So see.
No, I see.
With your eyes.
With my eyes.
I love you.
Agreed. She loves me.
I clearly do. I'm still here.
That's right. Yeah, and you'd have to love me. Yes, you would definitely have to.
All right. So the question was asked earlier: what's for supper? We are having leftovers. We've got chili leftovers. We made chicken salad last night. What are y'all doing for supper tonight? Yeah. I agree. Yeah, that's because of the way you raised him, though. I mean, it is what it. So there's 10 people on here. Has everybody said hi? I know we've seen Sharon and Melissa. Michelle Sleeman is on here, but she was driving. So Michelle, don't say hi again. Keep driving. Be safe. Sty is on here. So we got a lot of people listening in.
Come
That's
on over,
cool.
Sty. Yeah.
I can add to it and increase the pot.
I have been looking for some Aikido dojos around the state and states around me to go visit and do a little bit of stuff. I'm sure I can find one up in your neck of the woods, Sty. Give me another good reason to get up there for a weekend.
So, Sty, did you see the comment that I put on your video today, your rant video?
I haven't got to see that yet.
Yes.
Michelle's
Woo-hoo!
right. Michelle's right.
It is.
Yeah, it's courtesy.
It's a courtesy. That's all I'm asking for. So Sty, on your rant video, people were complaining that you weren't what's the word?
Bushcraft?
Thank you. Bushcrafting? Really? Because you weren't doing it the way they would do it? That's what his video rant is about, apparently.
Oh, well, I'll have to look at that because
yeah.
Since my channel name is Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft,
Oh, people get
livid with me sometimes
so mad at him. You're just in your backyard.
because I don't go out in the woods and carve it out of
A new tree.
Instead, sometimes I use PVC or I use aluminum or whatever. I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
It's crazy. We would love to, but we don't live central enough for anybody to get to us.
Where you at?
And say, yeah, where you at?
Melissa, where you at?
We can meet somewhere for a Coke.
I have, like I said, I've been trying to find Aikido in particular, but just about anything really. Dojos around my state.
Right, Sharon. Right.
There's only one or two people that I have limited contact with from the state of Indiana. So.
The heck is that? What's going on?
That's the cat sneezing. That's Jaden's cat sneezing.
We got all kinds of crazy noises going on in this house.
Oh, yeah, that's not too far away.
It's not too horrible. If we can get the van fixed.
We can get the van fixed, yeah.
Start doing super chats.
Yeah.
We went on a little adventure yesterday.
We did go on a little adventure yesterday.
We got to borrow a vehicle and go for a little drive.
The round trip was just around 100 miles or so. Probably, well, it was more than 100 miles. Not much more.
Say, yeah, maybe about 120 miles.
Yeah, so we ended up driving to Lafayette, Indiana.
Melissa, I'll tell you in a minute.
There was an Aikido school there that I had been talking to, and we went to the address that was on their website, which they said was correct because I talked with them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So why weren't they there?
Well, let me explain. Okay. We went to the address, and it's a church, and
it's a recreational
area,
something facility.
But they didn't show up, or it was the wrong spot. So they sent me the picture of that house looking thing again, right? He says it's right there, but I didn't see anything that resembled that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little more communication, but anyway. Basically, what we did was we spent $15 in gas. We drove a little over 100 miles.
Can't please them all.
Just to get a $1 McDonald's McChicken.
And a picture of a front of a building. But it was fun to just get out of Kokomo for an hour and a half. As weird as that sounds. The van. Okay. The check engine light is on, which I really need to go have checked. No pun intended.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And
that's their issue right there, buddy.
Yeah, against I tell them to kick rocks. I agree, Sharon. My grandma used to say, tell them to go eat stones. But there's something with the front end.
I won't tell you what my grandma would have told them.
It's making a lot of noise, and I'm pretty sure that the stabilizer rod is busted again. And the front right brake is sticking and catching. And I just don't want to drive it that far out of town, especially with the check engine light on, which I know everybody is probably more worried about the other part. That is concerning as well. But not knowing what's up with the check engine. Aw. It was kind of fun. We were in an area we hadn't been in for years.
It was fun.
And we used to go over there all the time to work when he was... It was after he retired from fighting, but we were still hanging out with the fight crowd a little bit. And we were out there working at MMA fights, at cage fights. He would kind of be like a runner, security guard.
I was a gopher.
Setter-upper, like a handy guy to have around. Oh, geez. Yeah, you got to watch out for that, man. Always find out what's wrong with it and then Google the part yourself. And then find out how much they're charging for, what's that called? When they're working on it. Labor. Find out what they're charging for labor.
Road trips are fantastic.
You can always negotiate. If you can find the part, because sometimes they'll upcharge you on the part by like twice the price of the part. Always look for the price yourself.
We always try to find the price. Plus, my cousin is basically our mechanic.
Oh, he is.
And he's really cool with us.
He's very honest too.
He is very honest.
I send everybody to Mark.
He's very, very honest. And if he charges us $300 for labor,
it was $300 worth of labor.
I mean, yeah, it was $300
But there's been how many times we've gone in there?
He'll hook us up too, by the way.
He hasn't charged. Like one time, there's a sensor on our radiator that wasn't working right, and so it would overheat because it wouldn't kick on the fan. And so we had the part in our glove box because he actually pulled it off of another van. A long story. Anyway,
that's a short story.
well, I mean, I'm shortening it, but I could tell
He-
another part of that. But so we pulled in one day because I told him, I'm like, hey, it's doing the overheat thing again. He goes, where's that sensor out? He pulled the old one off, popped the new one on, and didn't charge us a dime.
He pulled that out when we were getting rid of our old van. He pulled that. He said, "You're going to need this. Keep it."
No, he got it off of another van entirely.
Well, there was some part. He said, "You're going to need this. Keep it."
That was it, but it was from another van entirely.
Oh, okay.
So after we got rid of the old one. So anyway, yeah, we like road trips too. We used to love taking road trips. When back in our heyday, hold on, gotta switch my knee again.
Back when I was doing decently financially, when I was actually working, we used to do road trips
once a month at
least. Yeah.
Sometimes it was because Jaden was actually talking about this in the van the other day with us, how he remembers we found a hotel here in town that had a pool, and it was like November, December. It was cold outside. Sometimes they do, Sty. Not all of them, but sometimes they do. And some of them charge more. Like, it's ridiculous. But he remembers us getting a hotel here in town and just going swimming and spending the night in the hotel one night so they could go swimming.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times we would drive down to Indy, like on a Saturday, and he wouldn't have to be at work the next day until like 2 or 3 o'clock. Well,
it's raining.
Yeah, it has been for a little while. So he would decide, well, that's cool. He would decide that I don't want to go back to Kokomo yet, so we just get a hotel down in Indy and stay down in Indy for the night.
Yeah. That was back when we had money.
But yeah, that was a very different lifetime ago.
Yeah.
What part of Florida, Melissa? Yeah, Sty, some of these shops should be ashamed of themselves. It's ridiculous. His cousin, they don't do that. Now, their shop is not super.
It's just him.
They don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
They sometimes they
Aloysius is here.
Hey, Christine, hi. It's so good to see you. Well,
it's so good to read you.
It's so good to read you. But
Southwest.
Hey, Christine, when is your cruise? Did you guys already have your cruise? I didn't see anything about it on Facebook. Did I miss it somehow? I know you guys were. I was excited for that too. That's cool. So down around the Miami area, I had to get my east and west side straight in my head. No, Naples area. See, I still didn't have it straight. I
know.
I fixed it, honey.
You did. You're such a good little girl. You doing
You messed up my feathers, and you messed up my feathers. Jerk.
I messed her feathers up.
You messed up my feathers. Why you gotta mess up my feathers, Holmes?
I don't know.
You know how long it takes me to do my hair?
Yes.
Like what? Minute and a half?
Yes.
Don't mess up my feathers.
Yes.
Okay. I'll mess up your feathers.
Oh, you're messing up my feathers. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go fix that.
Go fix it. You ruffled them. Now I feel like everything's out of whack with her.
All right. Is that better now?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's actually one of the things I'm worried about when we move to Florida is
it's not
repairs.
September.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I bet. A little to the left, Richard.
Oh. My left or your left?
I was going to say who's left. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Which hair's out of place? What number is that?
3,942.
Well, that's over here.
Oh, then 6,942.
Yeah, that's right there. Okay. There, I got it. You always get those two mixed up.
I do. I'm backwards. East, west, 6,942, 3,942. You know, it's hard.
I hear you.
It's hard to keep this whole straight in my head. Dude, it has been like cloudy and gloomy. No wonder we took naps. This is good sleeping weather. Amongst other things.
Wouldn't that be great if it was true?
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
6.
Oh, I was gonna say 7.
7.
And we didn't say 4. We normally always say 4.
4.
Stomach hurts. I'm sorry. Hey, Christine, the question of the day has been, what are you having for supper?
Food. my
If you guys
goodness.
haven't seen that video of that dog, you're missing out.
There's a picture of a dog that ate somebody's
It's not a
remote,
picture, it's a video.
or a video of a dog that ate somebody's
I was talking
remote.
about the one where the guy's on the bed eating his sandwich.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I don't know. The
You're
dog,
probably doing the dog eating the remote one because
This
you were
is-
laughing your butt off at that one.
the person would look at it, and the dog knew it
The
was
person's
wrong.
holding the remote, right, in camera view, and he's like, "Did you do this?
And the dog would turn away. Like, oh, I don't.
see you. Did you do this?
And then the dog would turn away, like, oh, if I don't see it, it didn't
If I don't
happen.
look, it didn't happen. Wasn't me." Oh, excuse me, I've got the burps. Woohoo! Busy night. I don't know how you keep up, darling.
Dance and soccer. Add those together, and then you only have to go to one event.
Hey, real quick, Christine, are you an RN or an LPN? RN or LPN. I always forget.
Oh, I love breakfast for dinner. We had that
Ooh,
a
we
couple
did
nights
that a
ago.
couple nights ago. Sausage and eggs. That was
Sausage
so
and eggs, yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Nama, nama, nama. Mm-hmm. Christine and I have, Christine has a doctor for the girls that I want to go have a conversation with.
Okay.
Her girls are tiny, but
Okay.
Christine's tiny,
Okay.
right? And her husband's not a super big man.
She doesn't know yet.
Oh, okay. Why am I picking this number, Sty? What's up with that, dude? For the hair? Like, I just remember we picked a number and there was like no reward. I want my reward, Sty. But this doctor keeps having her daughter tested because she's really low on her growth percentile.
Oh,
'Cause,
please.
you gotta follow those percentiles.
Whatever.
Like, what you gotta look at, Ninja?
There's a lot wrong with today's
Ugh.
society, and stupid, crazy stuff like that
Percentiles on charts is one of them.
is one of them. Yeah.
Put my kid in this box, and if they don't conform, they're bad. No, they're really not. Your box is stupid.
That's right.
Your box is nice.
Yes. Nice box, dude.
For those of you just joining us, the original version of nice meant stupid. See how quick that is easy to say? Doesn't have to be a 10-minute story.
But it's cool, so you need a 10-minute story.
It was cool the way I said it.
You're right. It was awesome the way you said it. You said it so much better than I did.
I always do.
I know you do. It's fantastic.
I always used to get in trouble in college when I was writing papers because I was too short in my responses. I wasn't.
She's short.
thorough
She
enough.
was too short.
I actually said that to one of my teachers. I said, "What do you mean I'm not tall enough for that answer?"
Oh.
Well, she was. We were laughing around. She knew. Right? Me too.
5 foot.
Me too. I always say I'm 5 foot on a good day. I knew what you meant. There's that keyboard again, acting up, not working. Remember, you gotta blame the keyboard.
That's right. It's keyboard's
It's
fault.
keyboard's fault.
Keyboard made me misspell.
Keyboard made me do it. Oy vey. Have you guys seen the new videos for the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that are coming out? Everybody's going in. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm trying not to watch all of them. I've watched 2, and
That's right. Spoons make you fat. You gotta
Made me
watch.
fat.
You gotta watch out.
That messed up too. It says Matt instead of me. Oh no. Oh, that seems very dangerous. Boy, there's a dated concept, the pagers. Melissa, I give up. My keyboard hates me. Anyway, this professor and I were joking one day because she's like, "Your answers are too short." I'm like, "You mean I'm too short?"
Mm-mm.
And she just looked at me for a minute. She goes, "You're setting me up again, aren't you?" And Kelly, of course, Kelly knew right away. Kelly's looking at her going, "Mm-hmm." And the teacher's like, "Michelle." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You know what I mean, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, you just called me short."
She had a pager in college.
Careful now. Show your
Kelly-
age there.
Kelly's here.
Hi, Kelly. All right, Kelly, the question of the day is, what you having for supper? And for everybody that's been on here for the past hour and heard us say it 30 times, what are we having for supper? Were you paying attention? Stein, Melissa was on here for you. We're silly goose. You just not saying hi? Yeah. Good job,
Leftovers.
Melissa. Melissa wins. Sty, you never did tell me what we get for picking a number, dude. You're leaving us hanging. I have anxiety. You can't do that to me. I'll go to bed tonight wondering what did we pick a number for.
Dear patties.
I know. Poor Bambi.
Yum, yum.
Now, I have had venison, and I don't mind it. Sty, I started to tell you earlier, on that comment, did you see where I said, I gotta remember how I said it. Hold on. I said, I could handle 1 or 2 nights where you were, as long as the temperature stayed like you were for your 3rd day, and there were not major bugs, and I didn't have to sleep on a mat on the ground. I had a bed to sleep in. That's what I said in your comment. 10 feathers. I don't know if he'd have that many now if he let them grow out. Oh, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't ever apologize for your life. Ever, ever, ever. Not to me, anyway. No, ma'am.
Oh, I'll eat.
I've had venison, actually, and I've had good venison and I've had bad venison. I've had a venison steak that was, I couldn't quite decide if I liked it or not. And he wouldn't let me put A1 sauce on it to see if that made it better, so I kind of got mad at him. I've had chili that had ground venison in it that I loved. That was really good. I've had sloppy joes that were ground venison.
You ate some
really
of the deer
good.
I had, right? That I got.
I ate the deer jerky that you made. That was good.
I tell you what, I'll eat the southbound
Right,
of a
Kelly.
north running deer any day.
I've had gator.
Alligator's good as
Just
long
don't
as you
chew it for very
as
long.
long as you don't chew it a long time.
And it starts tasting like swamp water.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. I love
Gross.
rabbits. I catch me a rabbit, boy, it's going in my belly.
Ooh, that would be good, Kelly. She wants to send us some jerky.
Oh,
We
yes.
love jerky. Some venison jerky.
Squirrels, I eat a squirrel too.
I've never had squirrel.
Squirrels.
I think I've had turtle. I keep thinking I've had turtle.
Turtle.
I don't think I liked it though.
It
tasted too much like the river.
For me.
Jaden, do you work tonight? See, yeah, I could do that for a couple of nights. I don't think I could do it for a week. I would start going a little twitchy.
Elk hunt would be cool.
Oh, wow. You have Wi-Fi? So next week, Kelly, I am doing my live.
Oh,
while
snakes.
I am at
Delicious.
my craft table. I'm doing some crafts with you guys. Elk jerky. Have I had elk jerky?
I don't know. I like snakes. Snakes are delicious.
I seem to think my cousins in Colorado had elk jerky.
I'm sure we have.
No, you weren't with me. It was me
No,
and
I mean,
Mom.
I'm buffalo.
Oh, I've had buffalo. I've had bison. I've had a bison steak and a bison hamburger.
Oh, snakes are delicious. Oh, snakes are
good.
delicious.
I'm good.
You get a hold of a really good big water moccasin or a big water snake.
Have you guys seen the video where he's like this close to a freaking water moccasin? I don't know what it is, so let me get closer. Hey. Yeah. I'm really sure that Dana and Wes and Dana had elk jerky when we were there.
How's your crafts coming along?
Slow but sure. You want to go get the stack of stuff? I can show them real quick.
Sure.
I can show you what I'm in process on and what I've kind of finished. I've got a couple of things that are kind of finished. The problem is I have to let paint dry, and when I have to let paint dry, I lose patience and have to go back to it, and then our schedule gets crazy, and I have to go back to it days later. Kelly Sty is asking where in the Big Sky. He lived out there for a while and loved it.
Hey, it's a good movie, The Big Sky.
So, if you guys have seen these at the Dollar Tree, can you hold that one, baby? This one? Yeah. If you guys have seen these, I have put stuff on the backs, and I'm going to put some wording on this one. It's going to say like thankful or blessed or something along those lines. This, I've got to do some shading on it. And where did you grab the other one? The small one? Hold on. There's another one that I've got. He might not have grabbed it because I think it's in a separate file. But I'm actually going to make like a little scene with, and I'm going to put like little pumpkins and stuff in front of it. Next week, I am doing crafts I'm going to do my live at my table, and I'm going to do crafts with you guys while I'm on live, like work on some of this stuff. And so this one's going to be with it. And then I'm going to set like pumpkins and ghosts and stuff in front of it. So this one, I have to put the arrows on it and put the jute twine back in it to hang it. And I got to put the arrows on it. And then I have a second one that I'm doing the same thing too. Well, that's where I got them. I got all of this at the Dollar Tree. And then this one, so it looks like this, right? Everybody's seen these at the Dollar Tree now. I'm actually going to add to this, but this is what I did to the back. So you can have it either side. It's two-sided. Oh, thank you, Kelly. This side is done on this one. And then on the back, I'm going to do a Christmas. It'll say joy, and it'll have something for the O. I can't decide if it's going to be bells or like hollyberry. I haven't. Mom and I are doing them. No. Mom and I are doing craft bazaars here in town, and then I might try to sell some of it on Etsy too. So this side is clearly Halloween. I'm gonna actually redo the trick. Thank you. I don't like how it's like angled down. I need to fix that, and I want to make the T's match. You can tell I was like really tired by this point. And then on this side, it's gonna have a fall saying of some sort. So again, it's gonna be a two-sided piece. So that's what I'm working on now. If you go on my Instagram, which is Way to Sun on Instagram, you'll see the home sign. It was a Valentine's Day sign that said love on it, and it had that galvanized metal heart for the O, which I took the heart off. I still have it. Never been there. I've never been in that area. That's actually one of the things I wanted to go do.
Yeah.
So, anyway, and then Mom and I, oh God, I don't know how many things at her house we're working on.
No, I really don't. I have a license for the state of Indiana to hunt, not deer. I just basic hunting. I have never needed to for survival, and I don't have any problems with people hunting. It doesn't bother me a bit. It's none of my business. But I won't just go out just for the entertainment of seeing if my bullet or arrow is faster than the animal trying to get away. I would do it absolutely if it meant survival. I don't have any problems going out and putting a bullet in anything if it's my survival.
Now, I do think if we had a different lifestyle where
but we don't,
we could afford for you to go hunt and capture our own meat, we would do it more.
Oh, if I had the capabilities of doing it to supplement our food, absolutely. But it's not practical enough for me to do.
Not on our income right now.
I have trapped before. I have gone out and done trapping just to kind of get experience doing it. Plus, I was using the hides for things, so it wasn't like I was just trapping animals just for shits and giggles. I mean, I was using the hides for purposes.
Yeah. Which I think, most people
and I
are
fish
that
like
way.
I fish like crazy, but
So we don't capture anything that we can.
But I don't really. I could eat it. I could eat some of the fish I catch, but I don't generally. And I usually just catch them.
You have in the past.
Yeah, I have in the past.
He's brought home some catfish and stuff.
I usually catch and release. As far as hunting goes, the only time I shoot anything is with a video camera for the most part.
The problem with around here is fish. You don't know how contaminated it is. Our waters that are close to us are really not super safe. Even the reservoir, I don't trust 100%.
Well,
I just don't trust.
The official word is with our closest water supply is you can eat 9 pounds of fish a month from that water supply without getting sick. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a sport hunter.
I just think she meant, do you hunt at all?
No, I was talking to Sty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a sport hunter. I agree there. Freezer, yes. Just to collect some, stories saying that I shot an animal. No, not really.
Kelly, I actually saw that idea on somebody else's video, and I want to say it was Crafts by Jody, or Jody does crafts, something like that. I'll try to remember who it was and try to link it in this video after it goes up on my channel. She's got some really, really cool craft ideas. And there's also another one I started following recently. I don't remember her name at all. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm all for hunting. I think it's an important aspect of life.
It's important for a lot of things.
I think more people should do it. Honestly.
I think it's important for animal and game control. I think it's important for people's food survival. I think it's important.
I'm on the side of
skill.
I'm on the side of pro hunters. Absolutely. I hope I don't, give off the impression that, anything other than I'm all about it. But I would only personally do it. I would only personally do it as if it was something I needed to do because I needed clothing, I needed food,
I need a straw cleaner.
It was attacking me or somebody important to me. That goes for humans too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would be cool. Where's Kelly at?
Kelly, didn't you say you're in Missouri? No.
No.
That was Melissa. Kelly, I don't remember where you are, sweetie. I'm sorry. I know I have her address.
Oh, she's up there with Sty.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so crazy question. Why does everybody in North Dakota move to Wisconsin? Just asking. Is Wisconsin colder than North Dakota? Oh. Excuse me. Boy.
Yeah, I have one of my, let me think, great-grandfather. My great-grandfather on my dad's side moved up to Wisconsin, and
Wisconsin?
Yes. He was one of those people that
you're fine, Melissa.
seriously lived
the baby wake up
the life of a survivalist. Basically, he was kind of a hobo in the 20s and 30s and things to that nature because that's his choice of living. And he went up in Wisconsin and built a cabin up there. And from my understanding of it, 99% of all the food he ate was from what he hunted and fished.
Oh, that's too bad. Ah, okay. That's too bad, Kelly.
Well, you know what? And people don't have to agree with me, even though what I'm about to say is true.
Sty.
We're human beings. As human beings, we were designed to be omnivores. We're supposed to eat meat. It's part of how we were designed and created, whether or not it was an accident or whether or not we were created on purpose.
Is she like completely vegetarian, or she just won't allow him to eat stuff that you guys have hunted? Because I think that's what she means.
Well, regardless.
Yeah. I don't have a problem. Okay. I'm a weirdo. I admit it. I don't mind like the whole hunting thing and stuff. I don't have the heart or a hungry enough stomach to hunt.
I would.
And
I would put a bullet right in Bambi's head.
She just won't eat that makes no sense to me. But anyway, yeah, she's got some hitch in her giddy up about that.
That's like people saying they won't eat beef because
yeah, I am.
I don't know.
I don't like seeing the killing and the cleaning of said animals.
Doesn't bother me.
I don't know why. I never have. Now, that's not to say that the zombie apocalypse happens and, that becomes our life, our way of living. I would eventually get used to it. It's a matter of desensitizing myself to it. But I don't have to right now, so I don't. But I don't mind. Like, there's a couple of channels I watch where, well, the one I just watched last night, he showed, the killing and cleaning of a rabbit. I couldn't watch it.
YouTube's putting a halt to that too, by the way.
I couldn't watch it.
Because they're becoming super retarded liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly, if that was me,
I don't see the big deal about it. But
I'm not really you're a much nicer person than me. I would let them know, hey, that's how we eat. That's our lifestyle. If you don't like it, there's the door.
I don't, okay, so if somebody comes over for supper to our house, I don't look at them and say, oh, by the way, this is chicken in case you don't, So I don't know. That just seems weird that I have to announce where the food came from.
Oh, you see that rabbit sitting on the table? I shot it in the head like 2 hours ago, and it's yummy.
I don't understand. I appreciate that you're that nice. I'm not saying
you're a very nice person.
Very kind, but I don't understand the other side of that mentality of that person that needs to know.
Yeah.
I don't need to know where the freaking hamburger in my freezer came from. I don't need. I know it came from a cow.
About 2 years ago,
right? I don't understand that.
2 years ago, during rabbit season,
we would love to, Kelly. Send her on over.
I hit a rabbit with our van. I immediately jumped out of the van and grabbed that rabbit, took it home, cleaned it, and we ate it. Or I ate it. I put too much seasoning on it for her.
Yeah, it was he over seasons everything.
I liked it, but I ate the crap out of that rabbit, and I didn't feel bad one moment.
Well, that I like. That I have some friends who live north of us, and they had a barn that they did all their processing in.
Yes, I eat squirrel. Yep.
Andy's not on here, so let's not go there.
I have a 20.
I know Stai's laughing right now.
I have a 22.
I couldn't get myself to taste the squirrel.
And yeah, I will. If I'm out in the woods,
Stai,
I'll plug a rabbit. I'll plug a squirrel.
Oh goodness!
I mean, I'll get a raccoon or a possum if I'm hungry. Not a problem. But yeah,
the joke is I'm not hungry enough to. I try to be adventurous. I try to be open minded, and I I can taste this. It's not going to kill me.
You funny.
But I can't. Like all I see is this cute little critter going, and I'm like, I can't eat that.
All a squirrel is a tree rat.
I won't eat rat. I draw a line. That's it. I will not eat a rat. That's just because I think they're disgusting.
I have never eaten armadillo before. I ran one over once, but I've never. Well, yeah, didn't hurt it.
They call them speed bumps for a reason.
Yeah, it's a speed bump. I was living in St. Petersburg in Florida, and I was working at the airport, and we had armadillos all over the place out there, and I didn't notice it.
Kelly,
one day.
they're the freakiest looking critter.
I ran over it with the car I was driving, and it dump like that.
This was before me, guys. I wasn't around then.
I looked back. It got up and walked off.
No armadillo for you.
I've never eaten an armadillo.
No, they carry some disease. It's not polio. It's something else.
I don't know.
Do you guys remember what they carry? I can't remember.
They can't carry much. They're just little.
I don't know. Those ones we saw in Texas were huge.
Yeah. Muskrat. Yeah.
Yeah, see, if it's in something I think I could do better, like in chili or a soup like that, is just handing me a piece of the critter. I don't know. I'm so weird. I'm such a weirdo.
Yeah, I could bring an animal. Well, yeah, she doesn't like me bringing animals in here.
Don't bring them in my house to clean them.
Right over here is a freezer, and I have 2 coyotes sitting in there, just the hides. I have 2 coyotes in there. I still need to work those hides.
The time comes for us to vacate to Florida, and those aren't done. They're not coming.
I know. I'll take care of it. But
the thing is, okay, my thing is, and I have a heart. I'm not hungry enough. That's all there is to it. I'm sure that if it came down to,
She'd get hungry enough.
Eat the rabbit or you're not gonna live, I'll eat the frickin' rabbit. I'll eat the frickin' squirrel. But I won't eat the rat, I don't think. I don't know.
You
I'd have
would.
to be pretty daggone hungry for that rat.
You would.
That Naked and Afraid where they ate that little mouse that one time raw, I about puked.
Well, they do stupid stuff on that show just to be.
That guy that dug that
exhibitionist.
hole and just started digging that water or drinking that water. You idiot.
Yeah, they do that on purpose just to try to be.
It's such an idiot. We can't watch that show because we start cussing at those people.
They do stupid
They're so
stuff.
Stupid.
They do it on purpose.
You don't have to drink your urine, by the way. That is never
That-
a necessity.
No.
Never.
Plus, I know how to. I could get water out of the urine. I wouldn't just drink urine.
Yeah, there's never a reason for that. Wow, did this conversation go weird?
Yeah, went to drinking urine. I don't know.
Drinking urine. What are they doing over there? Oy vey. I gotta go through all this.
I personally would love to live a more self-sufficient lifestyle with her. If I had my way, we would legitimately be in the middle of
We'd
woods
be out in the middle of Timbuktu.
We'd be out
no
in the middle of
electricity,
woods
no
with-
running water.
with nobody within 100 miles. We would have a log cabin,
True,
no
Sty, very
electricity,
true.
and I would hunt daily for our food. I wouldn't worry about retarded human laws that I don't agree with anyway. I wouldn't worry about any of that, and I would be a happy person. I really would.
I think I have an infection on my leg.
Did you like that video about?
Thank you. I'm sorry it was so long. We were going to re-edit it, but I just wanted to get it up finally. We recorded that more than a month before I finally put it on my channel.
Yes,
Mhm.
I agree. I so wish. One, I wish we could do it for real, and two, even if we could, it would be difficult to convince Michelle to do that.
Camping says Holiday Inn on the front door, and there's a Walmart across the street. That's all I got to say about that. If I wanted to live that way, I'd have been born 400 years ago and not this century.
I really believe I was born in the wrong century. I really do. Yeah, I want to live in the woods.
Okay, I don't mind.
He and I sound like we'd get along really well.
I know you do. I don't mind living in a beautiful cabin on a mountain. It has to have electricity. It has to have running water, and I have to be able to get to my Walmart. He don't want none of that. No.
I don't mind it. I just would prefer to live without it.
She said her husband was born in the wrong time.
Yeah.
And you would get along.
Yeah. I think most of us really have a connection to a different time. And I think there's different reasons for that. But
that's what we say about Michael. His body's 21. His soul's about 400.
yeah.
Michael's the oldest soul I know, and that's not a joke. I'm being serious. Michael Moon has the oldest soul ever.
I think if I lived in the time period where, Europeans first came to America and settled America, that would be cool. But to be totally honest, I would love to live in like Neanderthal times. Back
I ain't
before
chasing no dinosaur for my food. That's for daggone sure.
back before Neanderthal and Homo sapiens really had a clash. I would love to have lived in that time period. That would be awesome. Now, I'm sure it would be difficult, and I'd probably be dead. I would definitely be dead by now because the lifestyle would have been so hard.
You wouldn't have made it past birth.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it past birth if I'd have been born the way I was. But that's beside the
Were you
point.
the one they put in the oven? Or was that my Uncle Larry?
No, they put me in an iron lung for a
Okay.
month.
Put my
Yeah.
Uncle Larry in an oven after he was born because he was so small.
Hey.
Did you change your cat litter yet?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, love you. You said the same thing.
Need to. Yeah.
Oy vey.
Well-
I would love that. I would love that so much.
So okay. So we're in Indiana. We have people in Missouri. We have people in Wisconsin.
Tennessee, Pennsylvania. I have another one in South Carolina that I know for a fact want to do a meet and greet. Like, for a fact. So y'all just start driving. We're here.
I think it would be cool.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it.
If we could find a centralized area that all of us could go to without exerting too much on any one person, we could find someplace. Kelly could get to us.
Ooh, that was a little spooky there, Kelly. I'm just
See,
kidding.
the only issue that
She
Michelle,
could get to us.
well, that's good. The only issue that,
yes, very.
yeah, he does right now, but he nothing up here. Hey, Jada Boo, come here a second, man.
Oh, I know you're not, Kelly. I was being
No,
fun. I was being silly. See, I told you I'm a weirdo. Everybody keeps saying, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am.
Everybody likes your
Daddy
hair.
wants
Come and
you
show
on
them your
camera.
hair.
Turn around. Dude, look at. Okay, he's not gonna let me touch him.
Dude, I got like stuff to do.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
I used to have hair down to my butt back in my 20s.
I would have never spoken to him at that point in time. Never.
But talking about this meat thing, honestly, truly, the only thing that stifles Michelle and I are finances. Seriously.
Money, money, money.
If we had a decent ability of a regular income that was at least twice what we got now,
Yep, we'd be perfect.
we would absolutely we would travel around. We would come and meet people.
Yep.
We would do all that stuff because both of us would love to go meet
We
meet
want to
and greet
get an
with people.
RV and travel.
To be totally honest, and I don't know if I've said this before, but I really want to go meet Sty. I really do.
He has talked about that so much.
I would like to meet a lot of other YouTubers.
I've got several of my people I'd love to
honestly,
meet, you know.
if I was being 100% honest,
Carol,
which I try to be,
if we don't say we want to go see Ken, she'll get mad at us.
the number one person I want to go visit is Sty. I really want to meet him in person.
They
honestly.
have. Thank you, Kelly. We keep talking. I'm looking at RVs again instead of apartments. Like, it's crazy. It's so weird because one minute we're completely settled on one plan, and then the next minute we're like, but.
I did start Super Chat on my channel, so if anybody would like to help us out with that RV issue, show up to my
Tuesday Night Lives
and help us out a little bit. We'd appreciate it, honestly. I will be doing live on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll be live at the dojo from 4 to 5 o'clock.
Violet Shush. Good girl.
Yeah,
Good girl.
it is pretty popular, I think,
Good girl.
right
Yes.
now. We want to do it just simply for the lifestyle, not necessarily because even if it wasn't popular, we would still want to do it.
There is so much of just the United States that we want to go see, and not to mention, like we said, meeting people that we want to go do.
Yeah, I've seen a few YouTubers that, you know, they take a month or 2 months off and they just travel around and go visit YouTubers, and we would love to do that.
So cool. Yeah. Dude, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. Michelle and I would love to do that.
Yeah, we're not even storing like much stuff though. We're selling most stuff.
We want to be minimalists.
You know what, Kelly? They really don't. They don't have a lot of money. A couple of them that I've been talking to, they live on about $2,400 a month. That's it. That's gas. That's camping fees. That's park entrance fees. That's their food.
That's still twice what we get.
It's still more than twice what we get a month right now. So, yeah, I know, right? So it's doable. It's just a matter of financially, and we've got, I mean, I'm not going to lie, we've got some financial hiccups. Like, our credit is not good. Our van has us very strapped right now. I so wish I could get us out from underneath that van and get us a different vehicle that's completely paid for. Can you get like a different chair so I can use this one for a little bit?
Honestly, I don't think.
Oh, maybe not. All right, here.
No, that's good. I don't think the lifestyle wouldn't put us in a horrible bind. What puts us in the horrible bind is getting that lifestyle going.
Yeah.
Because we don't have an RV. We
don't have the credit or the finances to purchase an RV.
We don't have the capability of really getting an RV realistically.
I actually found a really cool RV right before I quit my job that was only $9,000. It wasn't in bad shape. Now, granted, I hadn't had a chance to look at the engine or start it or hear it, but it was, I don't remember what year it was. I think it was like a 98. It didn't have any slide outs on it. It was a very, very modest camper, right? Is that how you would, it was a modest camper. Obviously, I would put all new tires on it because I hear that's like the number one thing you do when you buy a camper. You put, if it's not a brand new camper with brand new tires, you put all new tires on it, period. Like, right?
Yes.
Everybody says that.
Yes.
Everybody says check your water tank. You know, so we know there's certain things that, but we didn't have $10,000 to buy the camper, let alone put another $4,000 into what we needed done to it.
Honestly, the only way, realistically, and just upfront honest, the only way we could really do it is if we lived bill free
for a year.
For a year. And that, I mean, bill free, period.
That's buying a used vehicle.
If we didn't have to pay rent, we didn't have to pay electricity,
if we
didn't have to buy food, if
didn't have to pay for the van,
if we could take all of the money that I get through my disability and not have to spend a penny of it, within
take a year.
In a year, we could buy the RV. Now, that's something that I'm pretty sure we both would do.
If we had a way to do it and somebody to support us for a year.
Yeah.
But that's not fair to ask somebody to do. That'll never happen. I would never do it.
I'm like, hey, Jaden.
No.
Michael.
No.
You know, so legitimately, that's the only way we would really be able to, that or, and I don't play the lottery because I figure it's just taking money, wadding it up, and throwing it on the ground personally. But we'd have to hit the lottery.
Bye. And he's out.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It's not so much the money that I make right now couldn't sustain us.
Is that we can't.
The issue is we can't get the RV to begin with to get into that
situation.
Consistency. Yeah. It's the initial oomph that's got us stumped right now.
We need a startup fund.
So.
And I don't know enough people for a GoFundMe to work for us.
Well, both of our channels aren't
big enough
to do that. Although we're working on it.
We're trying.
Like I said, I started the what do you call it?
Super chat.
The super chat thing. So we're gonna see.
All right, guys. This has been really amazing. It's been so fun. Kelly, Melissa, Sharon, are you still on here? I haven't seen you for a while, Sweet Pea. Michelle Sleeman, Sty, of course. It's been so nice talking to you guys. Appreciate you coming on. We're going to call this done. I want to see my kid for a few minutes before he heads back out again. Yeah. Next Thursday at 2 o'clock on my channel, we'll be doing a craft here. Tuesdays at 7 or 6. Sorry, we changed the time. Tuesdays at 6 on Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. And Friday at 4 o'clock, Saturday at 4 o'clock, Sunday at 4 o'clock. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 4 o'clock on Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. And we'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.